Hey guys, Commander Tex here, and today I have a game of Stormgate for you. It is going to be me, Commander Tex, as the Vanguard in the bottom left, versus, I don't actually remember what his name was. I think it was Awesome or something? I don't know. But our Vanguard, or our Infernal player in the top right. So, dog harassment is kind of inconsequential, so I'm going to just 4x speed through the beginning, because there's nothing really to watch or talk about. Takes some damage, gets the flower, comes back, attacks the gaunt a little bit, runs away again. Gets the other flower. But it looks like there's going to be a fast expand for me into Barracks. He's now taking his expansion on the low ground along with the Shroud Stone. I'm going to start mining out this this back path. I'm not sure why he's doing this little dance. I know some people like to wait till 5 gaunts to move out. I've been moving out with 3. But it looks like he's going to go ahead and wait for the 5. Making Lancers back at home. So you can move out with 4. No, still waiting for the last one. Bobs are going to get Bob overcharged and walk over there to build the next base. Looks like he is, even with 6 guns, not going to move out. Okay, third base is done for me then. Still just making Bobs. We got 2 Iron Vaults on the way. Looks like he's just going to do the Gaunt drop without any creeping at all. Seen that before. Already have a buzzsaw turret at both of the bases because, of course, he's going to Gaunt drop. That's all anyone ever does. We're going to lose 1 Bob there, and the rest of them are going to get pulled away. The turret does a great job of defending against these drops. Turret at the 3rd as well. Looks like we're going to lose this Bob, but the turret's still doing good work. I try and get the Bobs to repair each other. As you can see, the turret just kind of destroys the gaunts, so if they don't go away from it, they can easily be protected by a single turret. He's going to do his teleport home ability. I've got a dog scouting his 3rd, a flying dog scouting his other 3rd. So I'm feeling pretty good at this point. I've had a 3rd up for a while. They've been mining. That drop only got like 2 Bobs. And he doesn't even have a 3rd started yet. So I decided to play Hornets. It was pretty late, which is why I don't have any Hornets right now. But we're going to go to... I'm not sure what these are called. Starports, I'm just going to call them. 2 Starport Hornet. And then into Lancers and Vulcans. He's going to go ahead and start getting his 3rd set up. I, of course, don't have any army to actually deny a 3rd. I just have the 3 Lancers and their turrets around the bases, but the Bob count's looking pretty good. Just about the first 2 bases saturated. The 3rd one's pretty well as well. And yeah, it looks like nothing's going to happen for a little while, so we're going to go ahead and fast forward. Meat farm's going down. Another tech building. Finally, the first 2 Hornets are done. They're going to come over here and get a Shroud Stone, cancel, and kill. That return to hangar is too slow, and the first Hornet dies, but the second Hornet does kill the Doombringer with 2 Gaunts inside. So, not amazing, but it'll be fine. We take the Lancer out of the turret in the main so that I can put a Bob in here, and the Return to Hanger feature will heal even quicker. Finally starting to get some medtechs out, getting the upgrade for the Lancers. He's taking his 4th base, already has 2 Shroud Stones up. And yeah, I probably couldn't just jump on his army right now. I mean, maybe. But we're just chilling at home anyway. Some more Hornets coming out. We're going to go ahead and attack across with them. I wanted to go hit the new base with the Hornets while attacking somewhere else, but I'm not looking, and we just run into a million Gaunts with all the Hornets and lose 2 of them for free. Not ideal, as those things are pretty expensive. But, you know, that's just how air units are. It's not as bad as in StarCraft. You fly over some Marines with any kind of air unit, and they're all just gonna evaporate. So, we're continuing to go around. We've got some medics now, starting to add in exos into our ball. This is still kind of a crappy army. The one Magmadon is scary. That's about it. Hornets are going to come over here. They're going to at least make him summon his Shroud Stone, which is, you know, some use out of them. And they didn't die, so that was a fine run by, even though it shouldn't have done anything. He didn't need to use that. So we're going to go ahead and take a 4th. Looks like he's moving in to attack the 3rd. Another Dog Scout moving out. Yeah, he's okay. So he came back to the 4th. Too many Gaunts for me to fight, so I just canceled the 4th and run away. Really sad that I wasn't quite in position. I don't think I could quite fight this army, but with the Exos, I could at least kite it. Now that there's a Vulcan with my army, I do think I can fight this. The Vulcan is a huge add against this many Gaunts. We use Return to Hanger on all but one of the things. The Magmadon Stomp comes up and just does work like it always does. And it's looking pretty scary, but we run away. The Vulcan now has a beautiful firing line for its splash damage. And we're going to have to pull all the way back to the turret. But the turret, again, huge help with the splash damage. Keep kiting away from the Magmadons. Repair the turret as much as possible. Okay, and a hold. Kind of barely. It was a little insane for me to ever start that fight. At least away from my turrets and stuff. This actually is a shield supply depot, and I forgot to use the shield. I'll have to do that next time. So his 4th is mining on, yep, 4th totally mining. My 4th obviously just got canceled. He's coming back in. The Vulcans are doing some good work. Exos are stuttering away from the Magmadons. The one Vulcan gets isolated and killed, sadly. But with the Magmadon dead, it can finally do some splash damage to the Gaunts. That one's just going to die as well, though. Ooh, and it's looking pretty bad, but we're going to try and run away. 2 more Vulcans might be able to hold back all of this. They're very good against everything here. Gonna finally start firing away, in addition with the turret. Clean up all of those fiends real quick. Kill a Gaunt on the way back. So we push him back, but again, he's mining from a whole nother base now. But we were mining from a whole nother base for a while, so it shouldn't be too out of hand yet. Though this army is pretty terrible. Just gonna go ahead and put 3 Shroud Stones up outside my base. We're just gonna keep building up. Finally got some more Vulcans. Trying to get some Lancers back in here before we engage. Without a front line, this army is not as good, for sure. Tries to put 3 Shroud Stones over here. We just kill those immediately. Taking the Vision Camp. We get adventurous enough to push back out onto the map. Now, I actually think this could have been a really good fight. We have so many Vulcans right in a choke point. The Magmadon does get on and start stunning everything, which is really bad. But we really don't have quite enough Exos to kill the dragon, is the biggest problem here. Magmadons just trample on through, and we're able to kill a lot of the Magmadons. We almost get the dragon, but I don't quite stutter in, and it just flies away. And then we try to keep pushing in because we've got so much stuff. I've got all these Exos, gonna kill that Shroud Stone. But then you can't half-assed fight the dragon because it'll infest you, and then it starts one-shotting your stuff. Again, it's looking pretty good, so we're going to keep trying to push in. So many low health Exos is really bad, though. Yeah, now without the Vulcan, the fucking dragon just keeps one-shotting everything and making more fiends. And we should get out of here. We just still can't even fight this dragon. We try and click it down, but the imps come out and stop it, and this dragon's still just going to work. In the meantime, he's taken another base up here. I have to completely retreat because all of my army died. We've got a couple Exos and some Vulcans, though, so he can't quite push in. Just gonna keep macroing on both sides for a little while. Some Vulcans and some Exos are gonna come out here and just clear all these Shroud Stones up. Medics come out just in time to save that Exo. And the armies are just going to keep building up. Looks like neither of us really wants to attack. Some Shroud Stones over here. I finally angle over here to attack this base. You actually can't hit it from over here unless you have high ground vision because of the trees. I didn't realize that, so you just come over here to kill the resource camps instead. Infernal army starting to move out. And the dragon just pops up overhead. We try and target it down, flies away. Keeps stuttering with the Exos while everything else stands and fights. Probably everything should have gotten stutter stepped here, but pop a shield on the Vulcan. Keep stuttering with the Exos to keep him away from the Magmadons. A bunch of flaming imps come in from the side, run away from them. They do take out both of the Vulcans. Now, again, running away from Magmadons is customary for the Exo, and then as soon as the stomp is done, the Magmadons running away from them. Big split from all the brutes is going to mean that there is a shit ton of fiends on the way. We have some Lancers coming in to help buffer for them, but without Vulcans, this is just so many fiends to contend with. Another Lancer for some frontline, along with a Vulcan, is going to just chew through the fiends, as you can see what I was saying a second ago. Once you've got some frontline and a Vulcan, is really a whole different situation dealing with the fiends. The Magmadons are able to finally get on top of the Exos a little bit, stun them. But again, Exos and the Nook and the turret, this time with the shield from the building here, is going to again repel the Infernal Horde. But this dragon is back up is still alive. Do we have 2 dragons? Yep, we do. The second dragon comes out. So apparently you can heal the dragon at the health camp. I thought you couldn't do that. That's insane. You can heal the hero unit. Sick. He's going to go ahead and reset up Shroud Stones over here. We're finally taking a 5th base. Trying to get some more medics and lancers in my army for some healing and frontline. Looks like he's starting to incorporate a Hellborn. We'll see if we get any more. The mining situation's kind of incredible. I suppose you can't really overmake workers as Infernal, though, because you can always just use them as bombs later. Okay. Finally, with some Lancers and some Medics, we move out again, clear this forest of Shroud Stones that always seems to be right outside my base. Meanwhile, the Infernal Army is going to hit my 5th base. Just going to totally destroy the whole thing. Bobs have to flee. They flee into enemy territory where they get slaughtered by dragons anyway. Now, his army does have some bad pathing here and splits into 2 groups. This means that my army is going to be able to basically just slaughter half of it. And in fact, he decides to come back in with everything. And so it looks like just everything is going to die. The Exos finally keep trying to target down the dragons, but aren't able to in time. They run away from the Imps, only taking about half of their numbers and losses. And it's looking good, so we're going to keep pushing. Lots of Imps ready to roll, but we've got 3 Vulcans now. Just going to run away from the Imps while they're going. We're able to not really get hit by many of them, and the push continues. Okay. Flanked by a Magmadon, very good. It's able to get on top of everything and get so much stun. It's also able to start the fight from the spiders, which means the spiders are also now just gunning down all my shit as I try and run away. Again, I'm just never able to get either of these dragons, and so they've just been putting in huge amounts of damage and getting so much healing from all the constant infests. And, yeah, that's it. He got me. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he did cancel the 4th for free while I didn't defend it, which was pretty bad, but this game felt pretty rough. The dragon is so fucking good if you just can micro it at all. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed, and please make it so you can only make 1 dragon again. You should not be able to make multiple of these things. Love y'all. See you.